I went to Luxor when I was 13, 14. I just love that there's layers of history that you get there, of these ancient civilizations on top of each other. You can feel the energy of things. This is why film is so important. And if you think of all the films that we all love and quote and talk about, they're films where the directors were really given the breadth to have that curiosity without fear.
Zeina, welcome to Critics Corner. You made the movie Luxor, which has been selected for the Karlovy Vary Film Festival, which has gone virtual this year. It's playing in cinemas around the Czech Republic. For people who haven't seen the movie, can you tell us what your vision of Luxor was?
I mean, for me, it's really a film about hope, about second chances through nostalgia for the past and working through where you were and where you are now, really. I definitely think it's my most mature film. So I think it was right after Trump got elected, Brexit. I was deeply sad, and I just wanted to kind of analyze that through the journey of this woman in a more kind of visceral way.
I half expected to be talking to a very introspective, somber person. Tell me a little bit about maybe that mismatch. Obviously, this isn't a fully autobiographical portrait.
I was sitting actually in this room, and I had this very introspective moment where I was wondering, like, how did I get here? And I went to bed that night and I had a dream about Luxor. Don't ask me why I dreamt about Luxor, but I dreamt about Luxor. And I was talking to a friend of mine who's a DP, who then, Salmira Gainza, who then shot this. And I was like, no, Zal, I'm really down. But then I had this great dream. It was so deep about this woman, and she was trying to find something, and it was about grief and nostalgia. And she goes, well, this sounds like a great movie, whatever it is, and I'll shoot it for you. And I'm like, well, would you come out to Egypt and shoot it for nothing with me? And she goes, yes, I would totally do it like that way. So then literally the next day, I email this Egyptian producer who I've met, and I literally told him the film. He's like, I'll make it.
So the stage that you're describing, it sounds like this is a dream.
It was a dream. Then the fact that like everyone just came on like this was a dream, and it kind of just all worked out.
I think that's something that's really striking about Luxor, is that we have clues as to her motives and her past, but it's really up to our ability to find connection points and then see what resonates with us in the story. My question for you about that then is, how do you sort of create enough of a character that we're going to connect to while not giving us too much that it becomes so specific as to exclude us, I guess?
I plant these little seeds, and then I hope that through texture, the juxtaposition of scenes, even wardrobe sometimes, everything is like speaking to each other and then building. And that's why my editor was so important, because you need an editor who paints, not who's literal.
In your first feature, the imperialists are still alive. Till now, there's been an entire decade. Has it changed significantly, the ability for you to sort of make projects with, I feel like there's just a thirst or a hunger now for films from different types of voices.
Yeah, right when Me Too happened, I started getting calls, and it was really interesting. I really feel that I know what I'm doing. And so I find it really interesting that it was that was the catalyst. I hope it stays this way. You just have to keep at it and really believe that what you want to say is important.
So here's a general one for you, Zeina. What does directing mean to you?
I think like any art, I feel like it is a therapy form, because you are dealing with all this stuff that you see. Or there's a joke that I'm like RoboCop, that I go into a room and I just kind of analyze everything subconsciously. That kind of character trait that I have is quite useful as a director, really, because I sort of am able to sort out the things going through my head or my soul or whatever it is. I can sort them out and tell a story that way.